right, entrepreneurship is challenging. That's okay, but when that challenge turns to exhaustion, there's a problem because burnout is usually around the corner. So we're talking this morning we're talking about entrepreneurial burnout and how you can prevent it. CEO of Hello Strukcha is here with us. Anna Buckner is her name. Anna, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How long have you had your own business, Madam CEO?
Well, just over a year now.
Okay.
So I've been back in Jamaica for a year and I started it when I came back.
Okay. And where were you before you were back?
Traveling all around. I have been working in both the UK and the US for the last 15 years.
In what fields?
Technology field. I've worked with Microsoft as a part of their administrative team when they were doing some buyouts of smaller companies. And in the US, I worked with a technology company, an international technology company, as their operations manager and managed their teams in 3 different countries. So.
Okay, cool. So now you're self-employed.
I am self-employed.
And there's somebody watching who would say, Anna is crazy, because if Anna is working with Microsoft and traveling the world, why is she now working for herself?
So the thing is that, talk about burnout. It's not just entrepreneurs that experience burnout. So I've had burnout working in the corporate world as well. But the truth is when I came back to Jamaica, I was thinking, what do I want to do? And I have so many friends who have ventured into this world of entrepreneurship. And, we sit down and we, rap back and forth about what's happening and where they are in business. And one day it just hit me. I was like, why am I coming back to Jamaica to join the corporate world again? I can help all of these people, with their journey on entrepreneurship, because they are all suffering from burnout. They've all gone from loving what they do to just not liking it in some cases because of exactly that, the operational side of things. They just weren't prepared for that. And I was like, this is what I do. This is what I'm an expert at. So I'm going to help you.
Gotcha. So we're in the same boat, because I'm an entrepreneur for, this is what, June? A year. Yeah. So we're in the same boat-ish. So I'm really looking forward to your advice, because this operational thing that you just mentioned is a real thing. First of all, have you experienced any entrepreneurial burnout yet, a year in?
It's funny you say that, because just a year in, absolutely. Beginning of this year for me, I had kind of reached a point where I didn't want to sign online. It's so different nowadays, Simone, than to when I was an entrepreneur back in my 20s. We have cell phones. We are, connected all the time. As entrepreneurs, we're wearing so many hats. And one of the main things for me, especially, I know so many entrepreneurs feel it, is that we have to use our cell phones to market ourselves and promote ourselves, Instagram, Facebook. And for me, that was the start of my burnout for this year. I was so over it. I was like always connected, always on. And I'm like, I just want to break from it.
Yeah.
So good thing that I know how to come back from it very quickly. So I snapped back, but it's a real thing.
Yeah. I want to talk about that snapping back, but I also want to say that, when you look at your phone report and you see your screen time going up, and up and up and up, and you're like, wow. And then you realize you're working from your phone. All your email is on your phone. Everything is on your phone. And burnout and pandemic burnout are 2 different things, because now with this work from home accessibility issue, it's like there are no more work hours. So people feel they can message you, call you, text you at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night. So it's a different situation. How do you, first of all, identify entrepreneurial burnout? So you dread going to work, you say, is one of them. And going to work may just be logging on, right?
Yeah, just maybe turning around, logging on, getting out of bed. But, we also experience a lot of physical issues when it comes down to entrepreneurial burnout. Anxiety, panic attacks. People actually get really ill and they don't realize that it is from just having burnout.
Stress.
Get aggressive, your attitude changes, your personality changes.
And you always feel tired.
Always tired, not in the mood, don't want to talk to people. And also in terms of your business, something that brought you joy, all of a sudden it just switches into the other direction. You don't want to do it, you hate it, you have no interest in it, don't want to talk to clients. So, you know, it really is a problem.
Okay, Anna, so how do we snap back from all of that? How did you snap back?
So the first thing is, you just said you never get time to log off. My first tip is set boundaries, guys.
Yes.
People treat you the way you teach them to treat you. So set office hours for your clients, right? Tell them that your working hours are between this time and this time. And even if you're working after hours, they don't need to know that. Non-emergency phone calls, non-emergency text messages or emails should not be responded to after hours, right?
That's because you're training people how to treat you. So if you keep responding, they'll keep sending.
Exactly.
Got it.
And it goes the opposite way. If you're sending emails or sending text messages, wait till your office hours to do so. So even if you're up late at night and you want to send an email, put it in your draft box. Put it in a delayed delivery so that they don't get it until the hours are open, because you're essentially doing the same thing to them and they could be feeling the same kind of pressure that you're putting on them.
All right. What's the next tip, Anna?
So the next tip I'm going to tell you is to take some time for yourself, right? During the day, you want to schedule free time on your calendar. I don't care if it's a half an hour. I don't care if it's 45 minutes. Take it, put it on your calendar, put a do not disturb on your phone if your phone keeps ringing, so you can turn that on. You can turn on auto responses on your email so that people get an automatic response saying that you are not in office or not available. You will be with them as soon as you can. And take that time to go for a walk, to drink a cup of coffee.
To take a nap.
Yeah, take a nap, whatever it is. I used to work with some guys in the US who were from Pakistan, and they took that time to pray. They would take time every day to go into a room and pray. And that was their downtime, and they never missed it. So whatever that brings you joy, do that.
Yeah.
The next thing I will tell you is to plan ahead. This pandemic has taught us that we have to plan ahead. We have to know, you know, what could happen and how are we going to solve it. And that's one thing that this has taught us. We have hurricane season coming up. Plan ahead for things like that. So you set processes and procedures in place so that you can easily, you know, give it to somebody else to do if you need to take some time off. So that you also, when you're in that moment of burnout, that you can, you know, have a checklist, look at it, see what's happening. So you almost have something written out that when you're feeling overwhelmed, you know which direction to go into.
Yeah, so important, Anna, also for us to just talk amongst ourselves as entrepreneurs and share, because there's no shame in it to say, I'm struggling, this is hard, this is harder than I thought. And these discussions help to make us know we are not alone, and also give us help as to how we can move forward. IG there, give us your IG again, guys. Can you put it back up?
Strukcha.
At Hello Strukcha. Her name is Anna Buckner, and if you need valuable help, she can give it to you. She's the CEO of Hello Strukcha. It was great talking to you this morning, Anna. Thank you so much. Yes, Anna Buckner. And folks, we have got an hour just about of show left. But before we get to the rest of the stops, we're going to take a quick pause. Head over to Studio B as my pen. What just happened? Did you guys see the top fly off of the pen? I didn't do it. All right, let's go to break. I think I might need to get up on the set, probably.